Welcome to another episode, and today we're going to be talking about how to know if you're on the right path as you begin awakening or going on your spiritual or healing journey. This is an interesting question that I get asked quite often, and I ask myself this question all the time as I began going through my own spiritual journey or even on my own healing journey. And with the place that I'm at now, this question, it kind of intrigues me. It's kind of funny because it sets us up almost for failure, not in the sense of failing life, but in the sense of setting ourselves up for our expectations not to be met. So, what I mean by that is if we think that there is a quote unquote right path that we're supposed to be on when we're on this spiritual journey or on just in our journey of life, we're going to constantly doubt ourselves and we'll be constantly thinking, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? And did I make the right decision? Did I say the right thing? And that creates more thinking, which if you've watched my previous videos, that's exactly what we want to avoid, is this constant chatter in our minds that's criticizing, that's judging, that's scrutinizing everything that we're doing. It's that inner critic. It's that ego, if you want to call it that. That I call thinking as a whole. We want to reduce the amount of thinking that we do on a daily basis. And the more that we reduce our thinking, or the less we think, the more happy and the more at peace we actually are. So when we're thinking and going about our life and thinking, am I on the right path? That only invokes more thinking, which is more detrimental than helpful. A better question that you could ask yourself is, am I living in alignment with my highest self? Do I feel aligned right now? And that's more accurate, I would say, of a question. It's not the best question, but it leads you more towards your soul's path that you really ideally want to be walking on, which is really rooted in the present moment. And what that question really is meant to guide you to is right here, right now, just guiding you back to where you are currently in the present moment. This is where we are in flow. This is where we're not thinking at all anymore, and we are completely engrossed with what is happening here. This is when we are at most at peace with ourselves. So instead of asking yourself, am I on the right path? Start by asking yourself, do I feel aligned? And this will allow you to kind of shut down that thinking brain and force you, or more so encourages you, to come back to the present moment. And as you begin doing this, you want to feel more than think. And what I mean by that is, do you feel at peace right now? Do you feel happy? Do you feel joyful? Do you feel love? And those questions are much better indicators to let you know if you are on the quote unquote right path or not. So it really comes back to how you feel. Success is not outwardly success, it's really how you feel at the end of the day. Are you anxious? Are you constantly frustrated? Are you angry? Are you upset? Are you guilty? Are you feeling ashamed? These things are indicators that we are thinking way too much and that we're not in alignment with our true selves. So use your feelings as an indicator to know if you're in alignment or not. And a way that you can really do that is to ask yourself those questions, but also to follow your intuition. Your intuition always knows what to do at any given moment. And the reason why it's intuition and it's not thinking is because intuition is always based in the present moment. It's that gut feeling. It only comes in this instance. You can't predict your intuition. That wouldn't be intuition anymore. That's just logical, rational thinking, which is trying to predict the future based on the past or the things that you know. And that's when we will start getting anxious, frustrated, start to have anxiety and a lot of fear. And when you let go of that and come back to the present moment and really start to access your intuition and utilize that inner wisdom that you already have, every single person has this within them, and you've used your intuition a lot before. And it's when you follow that gut feeling, that is when we are most in tune with our true selves, our authentic selves. And it is in that moment that we really are walking the path that we're meant to be on, which is right here, right now. And I can't tell you if it's the right or wrong path. It looks different for every single person. And the only way that you can know is you. No one else can tell you if you're in alignment or not. It's really how you feel internally. So use your feelings as an indicator if you're in alignment or not, and then prompt yourself and give yourself permission to follow your intuition, even if it is against conventional wisdom or what everyone else is saying, what other people's advice are for you. You know, everyone always knows what you should do, but never knows what they should do themselves. And so let go of all of those external voices, let go of all of those external outcomes and results that you're trying to go for. Let go of all of those influences outside of yourself and come back to you and do what you feel you want to do, what you feel inspired to do. And what I always say is follow the love. When you let go of thinking, new space is created for new creation. In order for there to be new creation, there must first be space. When you let go of thinking, that space is created. And if you don't fill that back up with love, it gets filled back up with fear. So what you want to do in this stage is to fill it with love and to allow yourself to be bored, to not know what to do next. Sit in the unknown, because that's the place of pure possibilities. It's where you're not trying to do something to get something, but you're in the state of pure wonder and awe. And that's when all things are really possible in that moment. You can pick and choose what you want in this world. And you can only do that when you let go of thinking. When you let go of what you think things should be, what other people think you should be doing with your life. So consult your inner wisdom, consult your intuition, and really give yourself permission to be bored, because that's kind of what's going to happen. You're going to sit there and you're going to be like, I don't really know what to do. And that's kind of what meditation is. It's sitting there and just waiting for new creation, for new thoughts, for new inspiration. And if you sit long enough in the unknown, you'll always, 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 undoubtedly, predictably, every single time, get hit with some sort of inspiration, with some sort of intuition, with some sort of thing that you feel inspired to do. So do that long enough, and you'll begin to train that muscle, and you'll be more in tune with yourself. You'll feel way more in alignment. You'll feel way more at peace with yourself as you go about your day. And if you get confronted with thinking, know that thinking is the root cause of all suffering. Let that fall away and come back to this present moment and come back to your intuition and allow yourself to creatively express yourself fully and unapologetically, authentically. And it is in that moment that you really feel at your best, that you really feel alive. That's it for this episode. I really hope this helps you guys to know whether you're in alignment or not, and to really gauge how you're doing along your spiritual journey. And again, there's no right or wrong. I can't stress that enough. I can't tell you that. Like, if you're doing something right or wrong, it's really how you feel at the end of the day. So don't beat yourself up and don't overthink about, am I on the right path? Is my right foot in the right placement? Am I doing this right? Did I say the right thing? Am I doing the right habits? None of that matters. It's how you feel at the end of the day, and access your intuition to let you know what you should be doing next, and what feels most in alignment with you. And so allow yourself to completely, unapologetically express your true self and let go of everything else. Let go of all external things. And that is how you'll find peace within yourself. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one.